everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Megaman Battle Network 5. In the last part, we went through the Squirrelcomp, and hey, it's that Navi. Oh god, I'm getting Megaman 5 flashbacks. Ah, there you are. So you're his Navi. Yep. You got here pretty quickly. I'll have to give you credit. What do you guys want? Wouldn't you like to know? Well, yes actually, if you could please. Well done, well done. Are you satisfied? Now tell us what you know about Dad. Yes, I almost forgot. What I found out is Nebula kidnapped your father in order to capture a certain thing that he has. Something my dad has? But what? Couldn't tell you. This is all I know. That's it? Yes, that's it. Hey, come on home. Roger. Lan, you have quite some technique, but you rely too much on your Navi's abilities. Ugh. Not even. I do just as well even without Mega Man. Lan, what kind of thing is that to say? Our strength lies in our synergy. Mega Man, you're the best Navi I could have. But did you hear what he said? Who wouldn't get mad? Well, it wasn't hard to cause a rift between you. It only goes to show just how far you are from being strong enough to defeat Nebula. Until we meet again. Adios. Dude, you do realize we've beaten Nebula once. But wait! Who was that anyway? And what is this thing that Dad has? Lan, you've got mail. It's from Chaud. I'll read it. Nebula agents still remain in Oran Area. Immediately make your way to Oran Area. However, Oran Area network is unstable. You'll not be able to jack in from Oran Isle. You go there by the way of ACDC area. Wow, Nebula's come to occupy area Oran again? We must hurry, Lan. Just when I thought we'd finished with that stranger Nebula agent strike again. This is too much. And my mic is slowly falling. Now, we could do that, or we could check out Higgsby's, which is now open. They have some stuff for sale, mostly mediocre chips. One thing that is in particular that's decent in the actual mart of the main store is Gundale Soul 2 and Super Vulcan, but beyond that, nothing too good. The main drive of it for me is the chip trader and the lottery machine. Chip traders, like in the previous games, which is that blue machine, you put 3 chips in and you'll get a random one out. It's pretty good. It's all random, though, so watch out for that. But for me, the lottery machine to the left, which is Numberman's lottery, actually, is the biggest draw of all. You enter a number, it's all set, and you get certain rewards. I have a couple of numbers written down from memory. That one gives you Recover 300. This one gives you Gundale Soul 3. This one gives you Django SPD, my favorite Mega Class ship in the game. This one gives you Fast Gauge, which speeds up your custom gauge. We're not going to use that until the final boss. This one gives you Custom 2, which increases the number of chips you have in your custom screen at the beginning of battle. This one gives you Buster Pack, which increases all your Buster stats by 3. This one gives you Attack Max, which maxes out your attack stat. And now I did some folder editing. I should mention that I didn't upgrade my Navi Cust at all yet, because I have to wait a bit for that, but I did change my folder around, quite obviously. Now, I'm not going to show it off here, but there are some things you can do with the NaviCust programs where you can minimize them when you're pressing L, when you're in the NaviCust by pressing right, and then inputting a combination of L, R, B, and A, depending on which one it is, but I'm not going to show that off. I did the ones for Attack Max and Buster Pack off screen, though. Now, this guy here is trying to sell us a dark chip. They're a bit different from the last game, as I think I hinted at before. In the last game, you had to be in critical HP for one to appear. In this game, however, they have their own library and you can put them into your folder. Each of them has their own element, code, and attack power, and you can have at least 3 in a folder. However, using them still lowers your karma and will permanently lower your HP by 1. There is a way around that, but I'm not going to use it. They're still there, I suppose. I'll show at least one off, I think, using the other method. Now this program here is giving us a banner. This will pretty much allow us instant transportation from Link's homepage to Yai's. It's not that big of a leap because they're both in ACDC Area 1, but oh well. And this guy here gives us Yai's P-code. Or Yai's code. Alrighty. And with that, time to head to Oran Area 3. Or Oran Area 1, rather. Just go to ACDC Area 3 and here we are. Lan, it's your phone. I see you've arrived in Oran Area. There are 6 remaining Nebula agents. They're hidden in Oran Areas 1, 2, and 3. Find all 6 and delete them, then contact me. Good luck. Mega Man, let's go find the remaining Nebula agents. Roger. Now, before we do that, I do want to show off this little area here. This is the elevator comp. There's only two things you want in here, which are a Reg Up 1 and a Holy Panel chip, which is at the northern corner. A Holy Panel, if I recall correctly, is a chip that when you use it, puts a Holy Panel where you are, which prevents you from being knocked back, and I think halves damage taken. I'm not sure about that, though. I've never used one. Anyway, got a new enemy here, Vacuum Fan. These guys are kind of like the other fan box enemies earlier, except these guys pull you towards them instead of blowing you away. Sadly, though, their battle chips combined with fan cannot be used to make another Gator, because Gator was just too damn broken. I mean, 900 damage, that was ridiculous, but that's why I loved it. It's also why I only used it in the final boss of Battle Number 2. Anyway, back in Oran Area 3, I really should have saved this area for last, but I went here anyway. The Nebula agents are all heal Navis, or Hell Navis as I like to call them. And yeah. And I figured I might as well show off that Django chip I got. This thing's going to be in my folder for the rest of the game. What Django does is that put the enemy that you're in a row with in a coffin and cause these lasers to go haywire, dealing, I think, around 100 to 280 damage. I forget what the exact thing is with it. And it also deals that damage to enemies surrounding it. That's pretty broken in of itself, because it's really good for getting S ranks. However, if used against a boss, it might do it to viruses too, but I'm not sure. That boss is inflicted with a, what I like to call a degen status, kind of like the opposite of regen from Final Fantasy. Pretty much, their HP will slowly lower one point by 1 point as time goes, and it's really good for the final boss. And that's a program seller. He has nothing I really want, though. In fact, the Navi cust for me isn't going to change much until I get the first expansion memory, but we'll get to that in a couple of scenarios. Anyway, welcome to Oran Area 2. This is the last area of Oran we haven't explored, the only area we haven't explored yet, really. It's pretty linear. There's some stuff you can do on the side, but the green path is the way to go. We also get Vulcan 2, which is the same as Vulcan 1 in terms of overall power, 10 damage, except that Vulcan 1 did 3 hits, whereas Vulcan 2 does 5. Super Vulcan, I think, does like 20 or something. I'm probably going to want to buy that at some point, but not now. I think there's still a program advance link to them, too. I'm not sure this game's program advances, at least not many of them. I wonder if there's one involving Django. There probably is. In fact, to Megaman Knowledge Base. And the last Hell Navi is right here. Lan, we've taken care of all the remaining Nebula agents. Let's contact Chaud. I'll call with the phone. I see you've finished. Now go restore the network in the deep reaches of Oran Area 3. We need it to gain access to Scilab Area. On the next mission, you'll be liberating Scilab 3. Lan, I want you to check the route to Scilab 3. I understand. But Chaud, can't we just enter Scilab Area from Scilab? Yes, there is a route to Scilab Area in Scilab. However, if we liberate that access route, we'll be inviting agents in Scilab Area into Scilab. That's why we're blocking net access from Scilab. We'll have to use the net to liberate Scilab Area. Have you said Scilab enough yet? I see. Okay, so I'm going to restore the network in Oran Area 3. And check the route to Scilab 3 for the next mission? That is correct. Megaman, we're going to restore the network in Oran Area 3. Roger. Have to go all the way back there. This way leads to Scilab Area. Like you said, the network is blocked. Okay, let's restore it. Oh. Hello there. Who's that? Ah, just another one of you guys. Nebula. Man, here he comes. Leave it to me. Battle routine set. Execute. And this guy actually has some new viruses for us. Batty EXs. Stronger. Faster. Still not that hard. They actually are much faster. I think they have like twice the speed, so that's the only real thing to keep in mind with them. Let's see. Is Django involved in any... Yes, he is. Django is in fact involved in a program advance. Pile Driver. Gundel Soul 3D plus Gundel Soul 3D plus Django SP. Huh. I might have to find another Gundel Soul 3. Who would have thought that we'd encounter more Nebula agents? I guess you have to stay on guard when you're on the net. We have to keep forging ahead. Megaman, restore the network. Roger. Land, network restoration complete. Okay, time to enter Scilab Area. Roger. You say Roger far too much, and I know I'm saying that 5 games in, but still. Hello there, character who I know the name of, and anyone who's played Mega Man 5 knows the name of, but yeah. Welcome to Scilab Area. I hate this place. Not that the viruses are hard, it's just the fact that it's so maze-like. No, seriously, there's child paths, there's so many paths that lead to nowhere, it's kind of pointless. Anyway, we got our first new virus. Cannon Guard EX. Faster and stronger, but these guys actually have a good difference to them, that when you're not on the same row as them, they have a little shield up. That's pretty much it. I'm actually going to look up where that second Gundel Soul 3 is, then. Yeah, these viruses honestly are not that hard. But yeah. I need to figure out where I can get that second Gundel Soul. I really want to see that program advance, because I've actually, as much as I actually really like this particular battle network, I haven't experimented with it much. The only ones I have a good amount of experimentation with are probably 2 and 6, and that's not saying much in comparison to some people. Anyway, another new virus, Katak. These are actually really easy enemies, but they can be painful if you're not paying attention. They slowly move forward onto your field, and every time they're fully on the space, they have a cannon fire, which I think covers the entire back column. They're not that hard in when they're alone, but when there's multiple of them, you're going to want to be on your toes. Ooh. Okay, there's where I can find one by the looks. I'll look more into that after I finish recording this. Honestly though, Scilab Area, I really do hate it. It's mostly Area 1 that I hate. Area 2 is much more simple, but it's still kind of, ugh. At least it's not a certain section from 6. Actually, no, what's the, no, I'm thinking of a section from 3. Never mind. This leads to the next area slated for liberation. What's that cloud-like thing? Can we make it through it? I'll try. Here goes. Denied. Mega Man, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. But this cloud's dark power is blocking the way. It's phone. Okay, grammar. I see you've arrived at your destination. Describe the surroundings to me. The route to Scilab 3 is blocked by a dark cloud. A dark cloud. I see, that could be some trouble. The dark power's spilling over. Very well, Lan, head back for now. Roger. Mega Man, jack out. Okay. Whoa, a helicopter. That was enough to keep them out? Just pitiful. Charlie, what do you think? Well, no need to rush to a decision. Let's continue observing them. So that's his name. Oh, wait, Charlie, helicopter. He, I see what you did there. Anyway, time for us to sleep. Because sleep is a good thing. We restored the network that leads to Scilab Area, but we couldn't make it to the occupied area. Yeah, I guess we'll just have to see how things develop. I just can't stand knowing that our enemies are right around the corner, but we're not able to act. I know what you mean. Lan, you've got mail. It's from Tesla. I'll read it. Lan, I'm afraid I'm in a bit of trouble. A helicopter Navi came and challenged me to a battle saying he wanted to test my abilities. But he stole some vital Magnet Man programs. Please come to the drill in the old mine. Wow, a helicopter Navi. That's the Navi we met in Squirrelcomp. First Dust, then Tesla? Just what is he up to? At any rate, we've got to help Magnet Man. She said they were at the drill, right? Let's head for Oran Area. Now, in case you're wondering how you get to Oran Area, if you recall the metro station that's been in, every single game in the series, you can use that to get to an island somehow. It's also how you get back to Scilab. I don't get how that works, but okay. And now I'm actually cutting back because this guy's here now. Hey, Alan. What am I, Mr.Famous, doing around here? Okay, that's flagged as the wrong person. I've developed an anti-Nebula Navi, but he won't listen to me. I'm trying to train him here. You up for a net battle with Gridman? Sure. I'm not gonna pull any punches. Brace yourself. Go for it, Lan. Leave it to me. Battle routine set. Execute. Go, Gridman. Optional boss time. Against a football player. What? Gridman here is honestly not a very memorable fight. In fact, half the time I forget he exists. What he likes to do is summon two little yellow clones of himself, so they're nothing but pretty much north-south clones from Megaman. They'll eventually charge off screen. Gridman himself has a couple attacks involving his football, and a football charge himself. He'll throw his ball, which will occasionally bounce from square to square. And he also has a massive attack where he'll generally aim for where you are, occupying a fourth of the area. Or 4 squares in the area, at least, like so. He has no elements, so you can't take advantage of a good elemental weakness, so that's a sad thing, but oh well. Ow. Anyway, here's me using Django against the boss to prove the concept of the D-Gen status I mentioned earlier. No, actually, no, it's 180 damage. Never mind. Actually, I'm not sure if the damage is random or not. I've never actually checked. But as you can now see, his HP is now slowly, falling. Wasn't there a blue magic skill that did something similar in one of the Final Fantasy games? I forget. Honestly, Gridman, he's nothing that bad, at least in his first stage. When you decide to refight him later on, oh boy. I'm still following my rule that I imposed later on in Battle Network 3. Or was it Battle Network 2? Either way, one of the two. Where I'm only showing off the first form, and if I decide to fight any later forms, that's my own decision. I'm probably not, though. Magnet Soul! Let's see how this thing works. Use an Lucky Elemental Chip, Sacrifice, and you can do 2 things. You can pull the enemy towards you with your charge attack, like so. That does 40 damage. If you press left and B at the same time, you'll actually do an attack that freezes an enemy in place. You're weak to wood, as I mentioned earlier. Like the chips do take double damage. Did I already explain this? I forget, honestly. Tesla! Is Magnet Man okay? Man, thank goodness you're here. Like I said in the mail, he really got me good. That helicopter jerk stalled Magnet Man's programs with thought, speech, movement, and attack. He scattered them inside the drill comp. Now Magnet Man can't speak, think, move, or attack. It's just awful, Lan. I see. But he chose not to delete Magnet Man, which proves he's not an agent of Nebula. Did that Navi visit you too? Yeah. Just what are they plotting? I don't know, but for now, let's find Magnet Man's program. Yeah, we can figure out this mystery later. Okay, Tesla, we're off. Lan, thank you so much. We'll get those programs back, Tesla. Let's go, Mega Man. Okay. So now we have to backtrack through the 4 areas of the drill comp. The programs are all in the same place for each single one. They're at the end areas where the stop switches were. Viruses have changed in these areas, but there's only one new one, but I didn't encounter it through getting all 3 of the ones I got. But with that, I'm gonna need to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching, and in part 11, we'll be getting the 4th program for Magnet Man and seeing if we can encounter Charlie there in the process. See you guys then.